Bum, 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 bum. A very good evening, all. See if we get anyone in. Right, what I want to try and do is get it up on the screen here as well. So, uh, Evening, Sean. How we doing? There we go. Hopefully now I can see it. There we go. Put my glasses on. Now we're cooking with gas. What we got here? Katie Mace, good evening, my lovely. Mad Trucker, Danny Twist. How are we all doing, guys? You join me live from the truck. I am in Runcorn. The the day went completely pear-shaped today. And I mean completely pear-shaped. Turn up at 4:10 for my backload for Newport. And I find out that they stop loading the bags at 3:30 in the afternoon. What a silly, silly time to finish loading bags. Excuse me a sec, I'm just making myself a cuppa. Yeah, never done a live before, so I thought I would do one. My God, look at all this coming in. We got you, Mad Trucker. Got to go, rather busy, sorry. All right, take care of Mr. Mad Trucker. Neil Meacham, good evening. James Humble, John Martin, Marcus Doherty, Gareth Hughes, Philip O'Donnell, QPR Forever, Sam Humphreys, Scotty Marshall, evening Scotty, Neil Reed, hiya Neil, how we doing, buddy? God blimey, they're all coming in. All right, give me 2 seconds to finish my cup of coffee off, and I'll see if I can start making some plans here. Doing something and answering some questions, maybe. They are coming in thick and fast. 134 in already. Oh my God. How is everyone? Kappa. Coffee a la clear. Gotta be done. Oh, what we got? Yeah. Chris Stratton, hi mate, how's things? Yeah, all good, thanks. Kev Wall, hello Jenko fella. Tracy Hussey, evening. Evening Jenko. Barry, how we doing? Flipping out, they're coming in thick and fast. Steam Locomotive, good evening. Alistair Wallace, John Jackson, Tommy Robert Jones, Derek Marsden, Marcus Dowie, Jamie Burridge. How am I doing, Marcus, at Ferryman's? I'm doing absolutely brilliantly, mate. It's the best job I've had in God knows how long. And I mean that. Really, really mean that. It is a brilliant. Evening, Stu. How we doing, mate? Stu Mace. Hannah's Word, love the vids. Thanks, Hannah. Paul Hutchinson, Chris Wood, good evening. Kane Osborne, evening. Sam Humphreys, what is my favourite music? I don't really have any favourite music, to be honest. I do like a bit of country and western. You may have gathered that from my vlogs, because a lot of the music when I first started doing vlogs was sort of country western orientated. Katie Jenkins, my niece, hello. How the devil are we, Katie? How are you? She says, good evening, Uncle Martin. We got Rob Anderson. Good evening, Rob. How we doing? How's that leg, mate? How's your foot? I know you had a big pallet land on it or something. That was didn't look good, put it that way. Hope you're okay, Rob. Richard Trainspot, evening Jenko from Harwich in Essex. Good evening, mate. Danny Twist. Thanks for the advice on getting the Trucker's Handbook, past car studies and theory. Blimey, it's all coming in quick. Has my class 2 one cancelled? Oh, because of lockdown, I presume, is it? Yeah. Evening, Nicholas. James Humble. Sarah Mangan. What are you having for dinner tonight? I don't know. It's going to be a choice of either chicken and bacon tagliatelle with carbonara sauce, or what else am I going to have? I've got meatballs, pasta meatballs. So it's going to be one of those two. I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to have yet. Luke's Life. Hi, mate. Hope you're well. What's your advice for finding your first HGV job? There's lots and lots of jobs out there. It's just finding a company that actually takes on new drivers. There are a few out there. I mean, if you're close to a Keedwell, Keedwells take on new drivers. I know Stobart's take on new drivers. If you're struggling with that, try agencies. You never know. Ba, ba, ba. What football team do I support? I don't follow football. I haven't followed football since I was in my 20s. Needs to do some college work for tomorrow as they lost it on. You're gonna listen to do some work. All right, Jonathan, no problem at all. Thank you for joining us, mate. Graham Carswell, hi Jenko, where are you in the world? I am in Runcorn. John Martin, nothing like a nice cup of coffee. No, quite right there, mate. Anthony Luck, how do you make your coffee and what do you use? Right, this is a coffee a la Claire. It is obviously coffee mate. Coffee mate. Nescafe Americano. Let's get that turned around there. Like Nescafe Americano. And if you have sugar, obviously a bit of sugar. Put those in. Put your hot water in. And then top it up with a little bit of milk. So, and that is a coffee a la Claire. Try it. Trust me, you'll love it. What else we got, yeah? Need some college work for tomorrow. They lost it. I've read that one, I think. Matthew, yes, it is Trucker Jenko, mate. He says, is that Trucker Jenko? Yes, it is me. First time I've ever gone live from the truck. I've done a couple of lives before. I think one was in Truckfest when I gave away the dash cam, and the other one was when myself and Claire went away and we were on the boat. I think that was the last time I did a live, and that was just over a year ago. Blimey. Peter Saunders, evening Jenko, how are you doing? I'm doing very well, thank you. Danny Twist, Steam Locomotive, I'm a trucker as well. I wanted to say hello before I had to go driving. Currently going through the process of logging in. Have a good shift, mate. Hope you have a good evening. Robert Mustard, long-term subscriber. Hi Jenko, can you shout out the name Tyler Mustard for my son who is listening in? Tyler, very good evening, sunshine. Hope you're well. Mark John, if you see me rubbing my hands, they're a bit sore tonight. Due my injection tomorrow, so it's getting a bit cold, so they are playing up a little bit. Danny Twist, when did you pass case studies? I've had my license 23 years, mate. There was no case studies back then. Claire's got her mod 2 on Friday, so fingers crossed she'll do okay with that one. How's Gav, Lee? He hasn't phoned you during any of your vlogs lately. No, that's true, he hasn't. But yeah, I speak to Gavin every day. He's doing really, really well, thank you. Marcus Dowie, that's good news, buddy. I'm pleased for you. I hope to keep the video going because I enjoy them a lot and I like the DAF a lot. Yeah, I'm going to keep the videos going as long as everyone likes them. I'll keep them going. Good evening, Lucas. Luke C's in the house. How the devil are we, boy? Hi, Brian Duncan. Cameron, good evening, sir. How are we on this Tuesday night? I'm very well, thank you. Packed up very, very early. I wasn't expecting to be packed up this early. This is why I thought I'd do a live. I'm just sat here twiddling my thumbs. So what can I do? Why not do a live? Never done one before, so it's always the first time, isn't it? Alison Clark loves it when I say I've got to use the facilities. Max's trucking videos. Hey Jenko, hey Max, how we doing, buddy? Hope you're right. Stu makes Mr. Popular, aren't we? Well, I wouldn't say Mr. Popular, but you know, 203 in the house at the moment. That'll do. I wasn't expecting that many, I've got to be honest. Wait a minute. Hang on, Drake's Exploration UK. Wait a minute. Luke CNHG was live the other day. Now it's Trucker Jenko, lol. Actually, Luke was live this morning. All saying hello to Luke. See, Luke, you're popular as well, mate. Very popular. Everyone's saying hello to you. Ian Cobb, how we doing, mate? He says, hi, Jenko, how are you? Love the videos. Thank you very much, mate. Sam K, yes, I did see you, mate. I did see you last minute. I heard the horn beeping. Last minute, I did see you. So it was good to see you on the M6, buddy. And if anyone hasn't watched Sam K, got his own YouTube channel. Go check him out. Give him a subscribe. Sorted. Just north of the M62, mate. You're in your own little world. I was in my own little world, mate. You're quite right. What's your opinion on the new MAN TGX? I haven't got one because I've seen one. I think I've seen a video of one. They look quite nice, but I haven't seen one up close, so yeah. Sorry, mate, but I haven't got a clue on it. I've only driven MANs a couple of times, and that was when I was with Keith Wells. I first started off with an MAN, if you remember. I had that for a couple of weeks before I went to the Merc. Nice truck to drive, really nice. But yeah, long time love watching these. Katie, my niece, you love watching my videos, you Katie. I'm glad you like them. And tell your dad as well. I'll have to see him soon. I haven't caught up with him for a while. James Humble saying hello to Sam K. Carl Yardley, how we doing, mate? Peter Chapman, hey Peter. Hi Jenko. Merc or DAF preferences? Comfort, I would have to say DAF, most definitely. I do miss America. I have to be honest. I really do miss America. I love that. But comfort-wise, with the DAF, there's no comparison to the back of the bouncy sheet. But I'm going to see if I can sort that out. I'm going to have a word with someone about it, maybe when it goes in for its next service or whatever. Should have asked yesterday because I went in for an inspection last night. So, yeah, I'll have to find out about that. Katie, you'd love to be in one of my videos. Well, perhaps if I'm in Wales and I'm filming and you're about, then perhaps you can pop over and say hello. I don't know. Can we hear the horn and what's your favorite truck? That's Max trucking videos. I best not sound my horn. I don't know, I'm probably in the middle of nowhere, but yeah, yes, I'm right next to where I'm collecting in the morning, so I don't particularly want to be sounding a horn at the moment. My favorite truck, I don't really think I've got a favorite truck either. I do like the DAF a lot. It's comfortable, it's powerful, it's good on hills, which the Merc isn't. But I haven't driven Scanias for years. So the last Scania I drove was an R450, and it was a manual, and that was about 13-14 years ago. So yeah. But yeah, the DAF, I do like the DAF. So if I would have to say at the moment, yeah, I would probably say DAF at the moment. Have I got my car fixed? Alistair Wallace asks. Yes, my car is fixed. It had to have a new gearbox. Gearbox was falling apart. They took the old gearbox off, and there was shards of metal and everything else inside there. So yeah, it's had to have a new gearbox. But I've had it back. I got that back last week. So thank you very much for asking. Keith Roberts, Bodada from New Zealand. Enjoy your vlogs, long time watching. Thank you, Keith. Much appreciated. Bodada to you. But it's not morning. He is probably morning there. Yes, Stu, you did try one at the house. Yeah, you're quite right there, mate. Josh Farley, even Mr. Jenko things. Well, good, thank you, mate. David, do Ferryman have a depot in Runcorn? No, they don't. The only depot they have is down in South Wales. That's the only depot we've got. I'm actually parked up outside where I'm collecting for the morning. As I said earlier on, I got here at 4:10, hoping to load to make my way down to Wales. I was hoping to get to about Ross or something like that. But unfortunately, they stopped loading at 3:30. So I was a bit late because I got caught up in DAF, up in Leyland. I was up there for 2.5-3 hours waiting to tip my second one off. So yeah, that put me out a bit, that one did. Jack BP7, evening Django, great to see you in my hometown, home down in Kilmarnock. Yes, lovely place, Kilmarnock. I do enjoy it up there. James Humble, is Trucker J okay? Trucker J is fine. He's no problem. He's been talking to him today. Basically, he's just having a little break. He's got some footage, but he's just getting around to editing it, and I'm sure he'll have something up rather soon. Cup of coffee. Right, what else we got you now? Tom G, Jenko, Tom Garn Transport. How are you, mate? Hiya, Tom. How are you doing, mate? Used to work for Garn Transport myself years ago. That's what I had the Scania 4 R450 when I was at Garns. They're based in Lincoln, Spalding. They had well, when I first started, I think there was about 12 trucks based in Newport. Don't think they got any based down in South Wales anymore, but they are still going. Nigel Strarup, sorry mate, I hope I've pronounced that correctly. Hope you are good and nice to see you. Thank you very much, mate, much appreciated. Sam Humphreys, how is the lovely Claire? She's fantastic, thank you very much. She's in work this evening till 8:30. So, yeah, I'll be talking to her a bit later on. But yeah, thank you very much for asking me. Ben Miller, how are we doing? Andy Hopkins, would you take a Volvo over the DAF? I don't know. I've never driven a Volvo. All the years I've been driving, I've never driven a Volvo. So I don't know. I know we've got 4 in the company. 3 of them are used on days, and 1 is used by a tramper. But yeah, I've never driven one, so I don't know what they're like. I've heard very good things about Volvos, but I haven't got a clue. Trucker Taz just packed up for the evening and checked my phone, and you are on. I am indeed. I'm here. A little bit. What? I don't even know how long I've been on now. 15 minutes already, blimey. And 250 people in the house. Very good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. Do appreciate it. Robbie Howard. He says hello. So hi, Robbie. How are you? Todd Davenport, John Martin, James Humble, Trucker J is fine. He just isn't uploading vids at the minute. There we go. There's your answer. Adam Selfridge, how we doing? Alan McKay, is Trucker J stopped vlogging? No, he hasn't stopped vlogging. He's just having a little bit of a break. Grant Richmond, good evening. How the devil are we? The steam locomotive whole pass for Subaru from Greencastle to Lafayette, Indiana. Subaru has been shut down the last 5 days. Oh, right, okay. So I take it you're in the good old US of A then, the steam locomotive. Nice to meet you. Oh, well, nice to have you on here anyway. Great. Tom G, hello again. Yes, I have. See, it's taken me a while to get through them all. I'm scrolling it all up. Jamie Rogers, Matthew, Todd Davenport, Charlie Osborne, John Nutman. Don't forget to like one and all. Derek Marsden, we have company on the Isle of Man called Mike Do Blogs. Manx Independent Carriers are doing vlogs. Oh, there we are then. Joshua Gooch, good evening. What power is my DAF XF? It's a 480. But it's powerful enough. It does the job. My brother's in the house. Alan, how the devil are we, mate? Good to see you there. Look, he says, yo, little bro. He says, look, little. He's a year older than me. Mind you saying that. He is 6'4", so. Yo, little bro, how are you doing? You look older than me with those glasses on. I can never look older than you with all the grey hair you got, mate. So don't even go down that road. Lee says hi. Roy West. Dave Pay. Even Jenko. Alan McKay. Cheers for that info. No problem at all. Ashley Explores, Jenko, what made you get back into trucking and what made you think to vlog them? As you all know, I was had a hiatus from driving for quite a while, I gotta be honest. I was at 10, 11 years I was off the road for. I was driving buses. I say I was driving buses that long. I was a driver for 6 years and an inspector for 5 years. And everything just seemed to get a little bit too political in the bus company. So I had enough and I thought, I'm going to get back to what I enjoy, and that's driving lorries. So that's when I came back to it. And what made me want to vlog them? It was basically when I first came back. Before, when I was driving, the tacos with discs, used to call them the Frisbees. You had the taco discs rather than the card. So I wasn't quite sure how the card worked, so I thought I'd have a look on YouTube and see if I can find anything about the taco card. And that's when I came across Luke's channel, Jay's channel, and then further up the line, then I found Kevin, Scott, and they all took me under their wing. And I thought, well, if they can do it, and they can help me out, perhaps I can do it and help other people out. And that's one of the main reasons why I do it. It's for the younger generation to see actually what the job is like. What you see is what you get with me. There's no difference at all. I don't act up for the camera or anything. If I mess up, I mess up. If I don't, I don't. What you see is what you get with me, unfortunately. So yeah, but that's the reason why. That's the reason why I started doing the vlogs. I thought, well, if I can help other people come into the industry, because it is very short on drivers, the industry, and if I can bring some of the younger generation in, then happy days. Right, let's have a look. Edward Vaughan, my son David loves your vids. Would you give him a shout out? So David Vaughan, good evening, buddy. Thank you very much for watching. Great to see you live, mate. Good to see you happy in your new job with Ferryman. Graham Carswell, yes, I'm very, very happy with my job. And yeah, I've never done a live before, so this is the first for me. So I hope you're enjoying it. But, you know, if you've got any questions, crack on. I'll see if I can answer them for you. Ted, wow, it's Tuesday on Jenko Live. I love Tuesday. Where are you, mate? I'm in Runcorn, buddy. Oh, what else we got? Dave Pay, great video. Thanks, mate. It's only a live, but, you know. How's the DAF going? Any issues with it yet? Nope, no issues with it whatsoever. It's going very, very well at the moment. Touch wood. But, yeah, all good. Grant Richmond, I'm just about to start Belong to Avonmouth soon. Good luck with that run, mate. Hope everything goes well. Who is the bird over your shoulder? That was given to me. I take it you mean the dog by there. He was given to me by a subscriber in Truckfest Peterborough last year. So he comes with me. Obviously, I got Sean the sheep up there, and I got Dewi the dragon over in the corner. Sam K. Would you little love, thank you for the shout out. You're more than welcome, Sam. I can get you some more subscribers, buddy. Even better day. Do you know when Trucker J is posting a vlog? No, Max, I don't, unfortunately, mate. Todd Davenport, nice one if still driving Renault or DAF. Kai Greenway, oi Martin, how are you doing tonight, mate? You are good. Are you loving the job at Freeman, mate? Well, as I keep saying, I am loving the job. It's absolutely brilliant. Jenko, what contracts do you firm have? Tom G, all sorts. I mean, today I was delivering lorry parts. I was delivering to Dennis's this earlier on, and then Packer, and then over to Leyland Trucks. Packer and Leyland are in the same place. It's actually where we went. The four of us went up to visit Leyland year before last now, I think it was. I think it was about this time, 2018. We went up to Leyland. I think it was something like that anyway. That was the last time I was there anyway. So yeah, it was good to be back up there. Good evening, Jenko. What other mods are you going to do with your truck? Don't think I'm going to do anything else with it now. Can't put any light bars or anything like that on it. So maybe a couple more lights inside. I don't know, because it looks quite, if I turn the lights out, it does look quite nice with the lights out. It's not too bad. And obviously I got the lights in the front as well. So yeah, do you think you will truck to retirement age or give it in before? I'm hoping to carry on until I retire. That was from Michael Barnett. Thank you for the question, mate. Alan, oi, I'm here. Change your glasses. I've already spoken to you. It's my brother giving me jip. It's taken a while to. I'm just scrolling through it, so behave yourself. John Martin's Claire's working part-time at the moment until she does her class 2. So hopefully that's going to be. She should have been doing a practical now, but unfortunately, because we've just come out of lockdown, we've lost 2 weeks of that, and she should have been doing a practical. So hopefully now a practical will be not too far away. I think I'm way behind on this chat now because everyone keeps saying, oi, I'm here, like my brother. Dave Pay, how are you and all the road legends doing? Yes, we're all doing fine, thank you, mate. All's good. What is the worst place you have unloaded? Oh, God. Now you're asking. What's the worst place I've unloaded? I can't think of anything at the moment. That's an age thing, see. Don't get old. Forget everything. Paul Miller, have you seen Trucker J or spoke to him? Because we haven't seen him for a while on YouTube. Yes, spoke to Trucker J today. He's all good, so happy days. Just to let you know, watching your vlogs made me want to do my class 1. Been on class 2 for 4 years beforehand. That's Rogue Porcupine. Rogue Porcupine. Happy days. If I've made you want to do your class 1, even better. I'm doing my job then. Lee Bang Goff, glad Gav keeping well. You've seen your old key world truck, Matt, since you left. No, it's gone up to Sevenoaks, my old truck. Lee's got that now. He's on the bricks up in Sevenoaks, and it's all been signed, written up, and everything else as well now. So, hello, third time lucky. You're just impatient, Al. That's what it is. Just impatient. My brother again. Kai Greenaway, yes, I'm loving the job, mate. God, blimey. I'm way behind. All right. Sorry, I'm gonna have to skip quite a few because I'm missing quite a bit of the latest ones now. Big Joe Dominican. Hi Jenko, finally we speak. It's Big Joe from Brum. Hi buddy. Joe, yeah, I know you put messages up every week on my vlogs. Thank you very much, mate. John Martin, is Tom sat nav any good? What I'm using is fine. I've had no problems with it lately. Since I've had the new one, it's all been good. And X-rays today, docs say cast can't come off next week, back week after. Mark Tyler, so you've been off, I take it. Sorry, I might have missed your message. I do apologize. Tell Claire good luck from Lee. I will. Thank you very much, Lee. Much appreciated. Why do they call your group Road Legends? Well, for starters, we don't think we're legends. That's a dead cert. It's basically just a brand name, and it's a very good brand name because it's brought us in a lot of stuff. I don't know the story behind it because obviously when the Road Legends became 4, I wasn't part of that then. They brought me into the fold quite a bit after. Yeah, it's a question you'll have to ask either Scott, Luke, Kev, or Jay. Stuart Simpson, when she gets her class 1, will you run as a team? Believe it or not, she has mentioned that because she does want to go for a class 1. So we will have to see what happens. Best advice you could give a young driver starting off. That's from Tieran O'Connell. Best advice I could give is take your time. That's the biggest part of when you're learning to drive, is take your time. Don't try rushing into anything. If you try rushing into things, that's when things go wrong. Just take your time. Do a little bit of looking into it beforehand as well. Try and find a good HGV training company, and go from there then, really. John Paul Russell went with my dad to Leamington Spa on Sunday afternoon. Happy days. Heidi Hornsey, hi Jenko, love watching your vlogs. I do the AVS dance at the start every time. Oh, do you mean the ABS dance? I haven't done the ABS jig for ages, since I was at CCL. The ABS jig, my God, forgot about that. Can I have a shout out for myself and hubby Carl? So that's Heidi and Carl Hornsey. Good evening, guys. Brett Thompson, have a lovely evening. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. So, Stu Mace, you're still doing it. What am I still doing, Stu? I haven't got a clue what you're on about there, mate. Tony Lewis, I might not be well. Yes, I'm very good, thank you. How long have I been driving a truck? I've had my license for 23 years. But as I said before, I had a break for 10 and a half, 11 years. So all in all, I'd say I've been actually driving trucks for 13 years, maybe 12 years, about that, something like that. Do you drive in Europe, mate? I used to. When I first started driving, I used to drive in Europe. So who was that from? Tiffy's of Cornwall. Yes, I used to do Europe. When I drove for Norbert Dentris Angle in Newport. We did a lot of steel out of Trostra Works in Llanelli, and did that quite often down in France and Spain. So it was some good runs then. Click the like button, guys. Thank you, John. Harry T, can you tell Claire good luck from me? I will. Thank you very much, Harry. Much appreciated. I will pass that on. Do I enjoy tramping? Yes, I do enjoy it. But this job is even better because I get the best of both worlds. I'm out a couple of nights a week and I'm home a couple of nights a week. So it's really, really good. I'm not out Monday to Friday. It's like tonight I'm out. I was home last night, but that was obviously because my truck was in for service. I didn't think I was going to be home last night, but I was. I will be home tomorrow for Wednesday, as I normally am. So yeah, it's this job is the best of both worlds. It really is the best of both worlds. I can have a couple of nights out a week, or I can have 3 nights out a week. I could be home a couple of nights, or I could be home 1 night a week. It's great. I love it. Absolutely love it. Alison Clark, do you ever come down to Southampton with your job? Not with this job. We don't seem to come down south. It's mainly sort of north and northeast we go. So, Chris Stratton, good luck to Claire. Thank you, Chris. Much appreciated. Toby RC Trucks and Gaming, who created the Road Legends? That would be Luke, Kev, Jay, and Scott, I believe. I think they all put them. Oh, excuse me. All put their heads together and came up with the idea. So I'm gonna have to have a drink here and get a bit dry. Oh dear. 247 in the house now. Blimey. Get a bit packed in here now. Let's have a look. Adam Small, hi Jenko, love your video, your amazing blog. Much appreciated, man. I'm not amazing, but thank you anyway. It's really good. Adrian Dickinson, hiya Adrian. How are we doing, mate? I am very well, and you're very welcome for the shout out in the last vlog, mate. You've been with me from the beginning, so nice of you to join me this evening. Fantastic. Thank you, Adrian. Claire Higginbottom, I just got back from my dog walk. Hope you have a good day. I've had a fantastic day. Thank you, Claire. Much appreciated. Max's trucking videos. Have you seen Truck Spotters? Yeah, I've seen a few of them. I know there's a few that normally go up onto the bridge by the M5, M50. Seen a few up by there. Big Joe, watch every blog you do, buddy. Love them. This is great. You're doing this now. New things. This works. You can only get better at it, buddy. Don't worry, mate. It's working, Big Joe. Thank you, Big Joe. Much appreciated. We're going to start somewhere, haven't we? Yeah, as I said, I've never done a live before, so well, give it a go. And Luke has sent me a message saying A for effort. So thank you, Luke. Getting behind on the messages again now. Yes, Katie, I know. Keep doing That's me though. It's a trait, isn't it? It's like Toodles. Is like it's a trait of mine. So yeah, Stu Mace as well. Yes, I know. What can I say? When will I be back in Scotland? Cameron Vance. I have not got a clue. Quite possibly. I say not got a clue. I did mention it to Dave last week, and I think I might be going up on Monday, but I'm not 100% sure. But I will find out. James Smith. Hello, Jenko. Hi, James. How are we doing? Anthony Potts. Could I please have a shout out of me and my 4 girls? Angel and Mary. We watch you all the time. Oh, for me, not my 4 girls. Reading too quick. Could I please have a shout out for me and my girls, Angel and Mary? So that's Anthony, Angel and Mary. Good evening, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Chris Bellamy, good evening. Charlie Osborne, are you ready for Christmas? I haven't even started yet. Christmas? I think I'm going to cancel it this year. It's been unbelievable. Crystal Breeden, hi Jenko, where did you get Ugging the Sheep? Can you say hi to Benny, as he always watches you? Take care, stay safe, Crystal. So it's Crystal and Benny. Good evening. Ugging the Sheep. I think he was given to me, actually. I can't remember. That's Ewan. Ewan the Sheep. Where did I get him from? I can't remember now. He's been with me a while, I know that. Let's have a look. Do you keep a tally of how many drops you've done over the years? I've been multi-drop driver for 8 years, and I've done almost 220,000 deliveries. Well, I don't keep a tab on it, but I have got a diary, which I write everything down in. So everything goes down in the diary. So if I wanted to count them back, yeah, I suppose I could. What camera am I using? At the moment, that is my phone I'm using there. That is my phone, which is the Galaxy Note 20. Is it Note 20? Note 20 Ultra. Yeah, Note 20 Ultra. I've not long had it, and it's a fantastic phone. It really is good. I hope the sound's okay. I don't know whether the sound's all right. How did I get into trucking? Excuse me. believe it or not, when I was 22, 23 maybe, I was sat in a garage forecourt with a mate of mine. I was a taxi driver at the time in Cardiff, and I was sat in a taxi. Me and my mate John, we used to drive nights, and I saw one coming into the petrol station, and I just turned around and said to him, "You know what, mate? I'm going to drive one of those one day." 2 years later, passed my test. So yeah, all good. You must be saving on fuel now, Matt, being closer to work. Oh yeah, 8 minutes from the ad. Fantastic, absolutely brilliant. All good for Mr. Jenko's YouTube, like lol, no worries. John Nutman. James Chorley, hi Jenko, hope you're keeping well and safe. I am, thank you. Matthew Wright, hello, how are you? I'm very well, thank you. Oh, Lee, he's back. Must have gone had to do something for the wife. What's the biggest thing that boils your blood with other truck drivers on the roads? Believe it or not, the one that really does boil me is people that don't thank you for letting them in, for flashing them in. Back in the day when I first started, everyone used to use the indicator to say thank you for letting me in. I flash most people in, and it does boil me sometimes. I just carry on and just shake my head, thinking, yeah, take 2 seconds to say thank you, but hey ho. What have we got? James Winston, hi mate, hope you are safe and well. Keep up the good work. Can you please say hi to Paul Cunningham in Sheffield? So Paul Cunningham in Sheffield, very good evening. Ian Howard, where am I tonight? I am in Runcorn, mate. Run down from Leyland earlier on. Got here at 4:10, hoping to load, but unfortunately they stopped loading at 3:30. 3:30 in the afternoon they stopped loading. What can I say? Sam Skelton, hi mate, hope you're well. Only get back from work doing scaffolding. Love your videos, mate. Thank you, Sam. Fellow Welshman, thank you very much, buddy. The Gamer Crean, Gamer Crean, is it? Hi Jenko, good evening, mate. Stuart Simpson, hit that thumbs up button. Thank you, mate. Devonian Trucker, hi Jenko, spoke to me at Little Exeter when I was just heading to my car. It was nice to bump into you. Oh yes, I remember that. Yeah, it was good chatting to you, mate. Stu Gill, Jenko flashed you in Monmouth a few weeks ago. Coffee's on me when we meet. Yes, I remember the flash. Thank you very much, mate. Evening, Matt, and hope you're well. SimGamer112, thank you very much. Michael Bishop. Evening, Jenko, loving your vlogs. Thank you very much, mate. Anfield Road layout in the loft. I like your video. I like the videos you do. Thank you, mate. Katie Mace, we love you. Thank you, Katie. Much appreciated. The Stu say the same thing. Enjoy watching the vlogs. Keep them coming. Will Claire start vlogging when she gets to class 2? No. I did offer buy her some cameras, but no, not a chance. The only time I've ever got her on the vlog or on a video is when we went to Paris last year. It's the only time I've ever got her right in front of the camera. Where did Toodles come from? John Whitehouse. It came from a fellow Welsh trucker, Russell Worthing, and he's a vlogger that isn't very. He's been around a long time. He was vlogging before I even started, and flipping phone. He hasn't got the recognition he deserves. He needs a lot more subscribers. He's a cracking lad, and Toodles, I don't know, it just stuck with me when I still do, watch all his vlogs, and he used to say Toodles all the time, and I thought, yeah, I like that. So I started using it myself, and it stuck. Russell Worthing, if you haven't subscribed to him, or if you haven't watched one of his videos, go and watch him. He's a fellow Welsh trucker. So go and check him out and have a look at his vlogs. Really, really good. Good sense of humour. He's a cracking driver. He takes that rig of his in places I never thought you could get a rig, put it that way. So, Keith Addy, good evening, mate. Jenko, do you know where Trucker Chris? Love the blogs, keep up the good work. Trucking Chris, I don't know, to be honest, mate. I haven't heard from Trucking Chris for a while, so I don't know what's happened with Chris. He did put one up a couple of weeks back, I believe, doing a catch-up video, but don't know what's happening with him at all. You ever do international? Thanks for the inspiration. Also a trucker now. That's from Mecca. As I said earlier on, I used to do international but I don't do international anymore. Claire wouldn't let me. John Paul Russell, Mum asked could she have a shout out. Mandy Russell. Good evening, Mandy Russell. How are you? Hope you're well. Derek Marsden, hi from the Isle of Man. Good evening, Derek. Daniel Palmer, hi Jenko, can I have a shout out please? Watch your videos every week and recently passed my class 1 and passed you last week on the M42. Daniel Palmer, thank you very much, mate. Good evening. Mike Dando, good evening, Jenko. Good evening, mate. Wayne Woolley, hi Jenko, hope you and the family are all good, but all fantastic, thank you. Harry T, Jenko, I have just shared to my Facebook saying you're one of the best truckers. Thank you, Harry, much appreciated, mate. Klaus Tovik, hey Trucker Jenko, greetings from Norway. Oh, good evening, Klaus. Oh, the devil are we? Hope you're well, mate. Patrick Scriven, saw you on the M6 today, heading north following one of your colleagues. One of my colleagues today? Was I following one of my colleagues today? Oh, it's when I overtook him. Was he? I think he had a Downton's trailer on, didn't he? That's the only time I remember having one of my colleagues in front of me. So it might have been then. So quite possibly then. How many kilometers of the DAF? When is it due for replacement? Apparently it's due for replacement about September next year, I think it is. And I have got, tell you what I got on there now. 174,851 kilometers. That's what's on there at the moment. Caroline Anderson, hi Martin, I hope you're well. It's been a while since we've spoken. We're all doing good here, apart from Rob having an accident with a falling pallet recently. Yes, good evening, Caroline. How the devil are we? I haven't spoken to you for a while, but thanks for popping in. Nice to hear from you. And I obviously give my best to Rob. I did earlier on as well, but give my best to Rob with his bad foot. Gary Walker, Jenko gets the thumbs up. Thank you, Gary. Jack Hooper, can I have a shout out, please? There you go, Jack Hooper. Stu Mace, 111 drops today and 18 collections. Oh, short day for you then, was it? And that's from Stu Mace, by the way. Sound is good. Thank you, QPI. Much appreciated. How Claire do with the class 2 lessons, mate? She hasn't started them yet, unfortunately. That is from James Chorley. Because of lockdown, obviously everything got cancelled off. So hopefully that will be in the next couple of weeks now. She'll start doing the practical. Mark Fit, hi Jenko, did you ever get a name for your dog? I gave you as I just seen him in the background. It's Mark Fit. I was just talking about you, Mark. Couldn't remember your name. I do apologize, but you're the gentleman that gave me the dog at the back. No, I haven't given him a name, so no, unfortunately. Klaus Tovik, nice sound on your phone, thank you very much. Sam Skelton, yeah, already read that one, so thank you very much. Cameron Vance, what would your dream truck be to drive if you were able to choose from any truck? It would definitely be an American one. I would love to have a go at the long-nosed American trucks because they look awesome, and I mean awesome. Be a bit different having all that in front of you, but I think that'd be good. Stephen Jones, hi from Lisa and Steve from Aberbeeg. Good evening, Steve and Lisa. Side of Talbot too, but when they come in too quick it does my head in and makes you brake. Yes, there is that to it as well. I was talking about the people coming in front of you. Jenko, can I post a pic of my Volvo I drive on your Instagram page? If you want to, Harry, by all means. Where am I going tomorrow? Back to Wales tomorrow, and that's from Carl Yardley. Yeah, I'm going back down to Wales tomorrow, and then obviously home tomorrow night. Carl Smith, evening buddy. Andrew T, I'm a truck driver and have to agree, Jenko, I get annoyed when I flash someone in and they don't give a few flashes of the indicator. Doesn't it? And they just grind you. I don't know whether it's because I'm just old school or what, I don't know, and newer drivers just don't do it anymore. But it's just a showing of appreciation, isn't it? But that's just my opinion. Driving in London does my head in. Driving a car must be 10 times worse than in a big truck. QPR forever. Driving in London does my head in. Driving a car must be 10 times worse than a big truck. Believe it or not, it's not too bad in London. I know I sometimes when I get to London I go, ooh, I'm going to London, but when you get in there, it's the bit that always used to bother me about driving in London was ending up the wrong way on a one-way street with a low bridge in front of you and you've got a high trailer on. That was always the one that used to bother me. But now, especially with the sat nav now, it takes you the right way with regards to bridge heights and everything else. So Doesn't worry me anymore. It's okay. Excuse me, getting a dry throat again, yeah. I think I must be boring people now. I'm losing a few. 247 in the house. There was 260 odd. But this has been going on for, how long have I been live now? Oh, 45 minutes, blimey. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun? Can I have a shout out, please, Jack Hooper? Good evening, Jack. How the devil are we? Martin's, can't pronounce the second name. I do apologise. I don't flash anybody in. Still, some say thanks. That's because they may think I'm the same. If you pull in and you're looking in your mirror, and then you're looking in front, you look in your mirror, you think you may have missed the flash. So you say thank you anyway. That's what I do anyway. Peter Piper, shout out for H.E. Payne truckers out there. All H.E. Payne truckers, good evening. Stu Gill, Russ Worthing is brilliant. Yes, totally agree with you, mate. He definitely is. Ian Howard, glider engines sitting born to Astrid. They're good, those glider engines, aren't they? They don't move. Can I put a link out to his channel? Just search for Russell Worthing and you should be able to find him, Mike. If I can, I'll see if I can find the link for his channel and I'll put it up somewhere. Blimey. Phone's busy tonight. Has the truck got cameras on the outside? Yes, my truck has. It's got one camera there, and then there's one on the mirror over there for my near side. Chris Stratton Russell is an amazing chap, knows how to rope and sheet trailers. He certainly does. We used to work for Keedwells. That's when I started watching him, when he worked for Keedwells. So yeah, he's a nice guy. John Barnum, hi Jenko, how are you doing, bud? I'm doing very well, mate, thank you. Trucker Chris works night. He does, Trucker Taz, quite right. Ryan Garland, how are you? I'm very well, thank you. I think I'm getting, I'm actually falling behind on these messages again. There's flipping loads coming in. It's really good. Thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. I went back up to 266 now in the house. So I'm gonna skip a few. James Marriott. Aha, James, how we doing? Hi, Martin. Sent you a parcel yesterday. How is Claire? She's very well, thank you, mate. Thanks for asking. Lane lad, dog name needs to be Taff. Possible, I suppose. Jenko, there is you saying about American trucks. Look at Clive Shaw Trucker. He owns them. Okay, Harry, thank you very much. I'll have a look at that. John Madden. Martin Scott is off the wall. His vlogs are mad. He's even worse in person. Trust me. He's a right madhead, but he's a good lad. Mark Tyler had American Kenworth, great truck. Not good on English roads. No, I wouldn't have thought they would be. They're not very good for over here. Too many roundabouts. Dazza 1977, good evening, mate. Hiya, Jenko. I got your message on Instagram. Thanks for the advice. No problem at all, buddy. No problem. Lee Bengoff, how the devil are we? I got a friend named Terry that drives a KW900 in Alaska. She has done the Dalton Highway as well. Oh, Dalton Highway. That was Ice Road Truckers Dalton Highway, if I remember correctly. Tough as boots she is. She loves her KWW900. Think her last one had a 600 brake horsepower. Tidy. Lee the Vapor Anderson. Take care, mate. Dinner time. Thanks for the vlogs. You're more than welcome, Lee. Have a good evening. Enjoy your dinner, mate. Is it new drivers or Eastern European drivers don't flash? Anyone. It could be anyone. It could be foreign drivers. It could be young drivers. I don't know. But it just doesn't seem to be the done thing anymore. You know, you still get quite a few doing it, but the majority, I'd say, don't say thank you by using their indicators. Colin Harradine, Eden Jenko, any chance of a shout out? Been watching you for ages and haven't seen a bad one yet. That's very much appreciated. Thank you, mate. The most polished vlogger on YouTube. Keep up the good work. Do you mean polished that way? Why is your daft truck so bad, and why do you have a little dog toy in the background? Why is my daft truck so bad? My truck's not bad. It's very well, thank you very much. Ross for Gary, nothing wrong with being old school at all, mate. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. Happy to talk all night, mate. Trucker Taz. Kim Carter, are you going through Abergavenny tomorrow? No, I won't be. I won't be far from it because I always go up the A40 towards Pontypool and then look a left. I come off the 449 up onto the A40 heading up towards Abergavenny, but when I get to the roundabout, hook a left then down towards Pontypool. So I go back up to the yard that way. Kurt Martin, hi mate, can I have a shout out? Kurt, there you go, there's your shout out, mate. Chris Stratton, Toodles mate, have a good night, stay safe. Thanks Chris, much appreciated for being here, mate. Chris Murray, Jenko, how's it going? It's going very well, thank you. Do you have buy a coffee or private subscription? Do you have buy a coffee or private subscriptions? No, I don't, and I will never have them either. That's one thing I won't do. Yeah, I've always said that I won't do anything like that. Other drivers are doing them. That's other vloggers are doing them. That's their own preference. My preference is no, I won't be doing that. But thank you for asking. Keith Addy, will you be doing more live shows? Quite possibly. Who knows? I mean, this one's been going on for 51 minutes. Kieran Gallagher, the man himself. Thank you, Kieran. Brian Duncan. I think that's supposed to be UPS. I don't know. Steam locomotive hooked up and ready to roll. Going to listen to you while working. Have a good shift, matey. Hope everything goes well for you tonight. Whether it is nighttime there for you or not, I don't know. Is there a vlog on Saturday? I haven't recorded one yet, Rob. This is from Rob C. I haven't recorded one yet, but I'm planning on getting the cameras out, charging them up tonight, and I'll probably start one in the morning. So the first bit you'll see is me where I am at the moment. So, what is the reason why Claire wants to do trucking? That's from Trucker Taz. Mainly because with this lockdown situation now, I haven't been out of work, touch wood. And with, obviously, she was driving coaches, and she was furloughed and then laid off. So she's been out of work for quite a while. She's gone back to a caring job now, which she's doing part-time for the minute, until the practical side of things comes up, and so you can do a test with the driving then, and we can go from there then. But yeah, that's why she wants to do trucking, mainly because she's seen that I haven't been out of work with things like this, and if this does continue on in the year to come or whatever else, she knows majority of the time she should still be in work. So that's the reason why. The Ian Howard dog should be called Toodles. Yeah, that's a good one. What happened to Jay? Nothing's happened to Jay. He's still about, Jack. He's still doing well, mate. Always enjoy your vlogs. Hope you're well. Thank you, Callum Stewart. Much appreciated. I am. John Barnum calls Scott the Mad Welsh Trucker. He is the Welsh Mad Trucker. Most definitely. But he's a good lad. Would you go back to driving coaches and buses again? That's from Rob C. Quite possibly do coaches, maybe. I'm hoping I'm going to stay in this job until I retire, but you know, if something ever happened in the future, then perhaps coaches, but I would never go back to buses. No, never go back to that again. Had enough of that. Lenny Russell, good evening, Martin. Good evening, Lenny. Hope you're well. Nathan's ST, hi pal, where is the money in driving? I know it'll be different company by company, but I mean as in containers, forestry, fuel, curtain cider, cheers. I would say the most where the money can be earned is ADR. It's never interested me, I've got to be honest. I've never thought about doing ADR, but the money is very, very good with ADR, especially if you're a fuel tanker or anything like that. You're talking 15, 16 pound an hour. Most places these days pay between 10 and 11 pound an hour for normal general haulage, and your nights out range from 18 pound an hour to 25 pound a night out. So all depends who you're working for. Chris Murray, what's better, Merc or the DAF? I think I mentioned this earlier on, but at the moment, going with the DAF. I do miss the Miracam. The Miracam was really, really good, but yeah, DAF is much better for comfort and power. Stevie Viola, Jenko, love your vids, keep up the good work, thank you very much, mate. Callum P, do I smoke? No, I don't smoke, I vape. Matthew Wright, when are you next going to the hub in Birmingham? I was in there yesterday. So Yeah, went into the hub yesterday. I don't know whether I'm going back in this week, but yeah, I was in there yesterday. That's a 1977 for new drivers. Can you show the book New Trucker's Guide? Yeah, it's here. Ooh. That's the new Essential Trucker's Handbook. By there. It's full of information. There's pages and pages and pages on it, and all different categories in here. But that's the new Essential New Trucker's Handbook. So yeah, I wasn't going to mention this, but as someone's asked about it, there we go. Mark Tyler just off the A40 at Ross on Y. That's what I was hoping to be tonight. I way behind on these messages again, so I'm gonna have to jump a few again to catch up. Have I ever done fridge work? Yes, I did. I did fridge work for Tesco's. That was a really, really good job. The only reason I left Tesco's was because of the stupid times for work, starting at 1 AM and that sort of thing. No good for me. But yeah, I have done fridge work. I've done fridge work. I've done roping and sheeting. What else have I done? Curtain siders, obviously. I haven't done low loaders yet. I've done flats, but I've done a few things over the years. James Marriott, what was the first maker of lorry that you drove? First lorry I ever drove, Arctic wise, was an ERF EC11 twin splitter. Yeah, that was fun. No one ever showed me how to drive it. And for those of you that know the ERF, the EC11 twin splitter, you don't use the clutch unless you're starting or stopping. The rest of it is all done via the revs. And you've just passed your test and you get to drive one of those. It's got to say you learn really quickly. But thanks, James. That's a cracking question. Thank you, mate. Keith Addy, you proved all them numbnuts wrong. You've been there 10 weeks now. You keep up the good work. This is my 10th week now, yeah. So thank you very much, Keith. Much appreciated. Car transporters earn good money as well, I believe. I think they do. I've never done car transporters, and it's never taken my fancy, I've got to be honest. It always worries me about having those cars all the way up there and going down the street with got a low tree and goes through winds. No. Thank you very much. John Barnum, have I sorted my seat out yet? No. Still bouncy. Will Dunford, do you know any other companies who put you through HGV test licenses? No, I don't actually. I think the government are bringing in. Someone mentioned something a couple of weeks back. I can't remember what it was, but I think the government is bringing in some sort of scheme, some sort of training scheme of putting people out to drive to work. Not quite sure what it's called. I'll have to see if I can find out about that. Buses, I have chatted to bus drivers. Some prefer the buses and swap from trucks. Who did you work for? I worked for Cardiff Bus for 11 years, I think it was. Started off as a driver, and then when I became an inspector, got promoted to inspector. That's from John Hamlin. Thank you, John, for the question. Is your DAF front axle air ride? No, it's not. No, leaf spring, I think. So Ken was on TV last night recovering a DHL Volvo and trailer. You missed the entire roundabout. Yeah, exactly what I mean. That's from Alan Hargreaves. Thank you, mate. Kieran Gallagher, would you recommend new drivers to get into the industry? Definitely. Without a shadow of a doubt. If that's what you want to do, if young drivers want to start driving or learning to drive trucks, do it. You won't regret it. Definitely not. What made me do truck driving? From Benny Boy. I did mention this earlier on. It was basically, I was just sat on the garage forecourt talking to a friend of mine. When I was a taxi driver, one of them pulled in and I literally turned around to my mate and said, I'm going to drive one of those one day. And I did. So that's how I became a truck driver. There's no one else as a truck driver in my family. Not that I know of anyway. And I'm the only one. It's just what I fancied doing, and that's what I did. I've always loved driving. Most of my jobs I've had have all been driving jobs. So it's sort of just escalated up to trucks. So as I said, I started off as a taxi driver. I worked for the ambulance service on patient transport. What else have I done? Blimey. Minibus driver, coach driver, buses, trucks. So yeah, everything I've done mainly has been driving jobs. Lee's doing fridge work at the moment. Yeah, can't fault fridge work. Cracking work. It's all packed all jobs, isn't it? Yeah, it's easy. Have I done steel? Yes, I've done steel. James Chorley did steel when I first started at Nova Dentist Angles. When I first passed my test, that's when I used to go down to Europe, down to France and Spain with steel reels. And I've also done it with Ken Jones Transport before Keedwell's bought them out. I did steel with them on flatbeds. So yeah, I've done a bit of steel. Lee Bengoff, Nessa seems to be doing well on a class 1 night driving. Yes, she does. And she seems to be enjoying it as well, considering she's held a license for so long and never got into it. She stayed on the class 2, but she's doing well now. So good luck to her. And if anyone hasn't seen Nessa, it's Nessa Trucker, another Welsh vlogger. Go check her channel out. Give her a like, give her a sub. Happy days. Nath ST, appreciate the response. You're welcome, mate. No problem at all. It's just there's loads and loads of messages coming through, so it's a case of trying to get through them. Dazza97, well, thank you. I need to get up early tomorrow to go out to drive a fridge staff tomorrow, delivering to Chinese takeaways. That'd be Kwang Yik by any chance. Nicola Osborne, hi Jenko. Good evening, Nicola. How are you? Colin Harradine, really pleased to see you looking so happy with your new job. All the negative comments about you moving to Ferryman's, let it flow over your head, mate. It does. There's nothing there for it to stick to. How much did Matt's page raise altogether? I think it last said it was just under 4,000. We actually raised just over. Sorry, that's from Marilyn Train. Marilyn, we've raised just over £5,000. I think the last time I looked at it was £5,143. Absolutely amazing response. So that's all down to you guys as well. So thank you very much for that. Trucker Taz car transport to get paid by how many cars to do? I don't know. I've never done it, so I wouldn't know. Paul Crosby, hi Jenko, enjoy your vlogs. Have you put the motorbikes away for the winter? Yes, they're away. They're all tucked up. I gotta go down to get them. Take the batteries off them next week. Keep the batteries up on them, then keep them in the house. Will Dunford, I was with Keedwells. Do you remember me? Yes, Will, I do. Most definitely. What was everyone else first truck? Mine was a DAF 2008. Stephen Nolan, can you say hello to my wife Karen, please? Good evening, Karen. How the devil are we? Hope you're well. Mark Tyler always worked at an agency. Let's have a look. Blimey. Hi Jenko, does Claire ever have a day out with you in the wagon? Every now and again. Not since I've been with this company. I don't think they allow passengers for the insurance side of it. Sorry, I got an itch. I don't think they allow for passengers, so probably won't be in this truck, but I did with Keedwells. Did you ever work? Hi, Martin. Oh, there's a name I haven't seen for ages. Sheddick Transport. Blimey. No, that's from Stinky Guinea. I didn't drive for Sheddicks. Sheddicks were bought out by Norberts, and I worked from just after they took over Sheddicks. So, yeah, that shows how far back that was. Blimey. Sheddick Transport. Whew. I haven't heard that name for ages. Alex Davis, loving your videos, Jenko. Thank you very much. QPR forever. Could I get a shout out from my mum, Sheila? She has dementia and watches your vlogs with me. Sheila, very good evening. Hope you're well, my lovely. Gordy Gaming 2, hi, good evening. James Chorley, I'm doing pallet work now. Happy days, mate. Pallet work's okay. Adam Selfridge, good evening. Gordy Gaming 2, I'm very well, thank you. He's asking how I am. Eamon Blake, hi, Jenko. Mr. Tickadaboo, good evening, Jenko. Thanks for all the vlogs. Look forward to the next one. Thank you very much for saying that. Glad you enjoy them. Well done. I've noted a lot of people have left Artie Keedwells. Makes you think, doesn't it? It certainly does, my friend. Certainly does. James again. James Marriott. Hi, Matt. And Jackie says a big hello. Hello, Jackie. How the devil are we? Hope you're well. How are you doing? I know you've been in the wars lately, so I hope you're making a recovery. Fingers crossed for you, my lovely. Let's have a look. Do you prefer manual or automatic? I think I'm used to automatics now, but with manuals, you feel more control of the vehicle, I would say, with a man, especially driving a truck. I haven't driven a manual truck for a very long time, but as I say before, I used to drive manual trucks all the time. The 450 Scania I had was manual, 4x4 with a splitter. I find yeah, it's definitely, you definitely get the feel for the truck when you're driving a manual rather than the automatic, because the automatic's just doing everything for you, whereas with the manual you're actually driving the truck. So there's not very often you see them now these days with new trucks. You don't very often see a manual. Stu Gill, no, but dentist angle or dressing table, yes, as it used to be called. Joseph Robertson, hi Matt, how are you, mate? I'm very well, thank you. Will I ever go back to Keedwells? That's from Neil Meacham. No, my time is done with Keedwells. It's a very good company to work for. The company itself is good. Shall I say, select office staff. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. Yeah. Have a sip of coffee. How's the sound system in the DAF? It's not too bad, actually. It's not bad. The only problem with it is I've got the cheaper radio system in this one, so I haven't even got a CD player. So I use auxiliary. I normally listen to the radio through my iPad. I've got the global player, so I listen to Radio X in the morning with Mr. Moyles, Chris Moyles. And then I tune it in then to Capital South Wales then in the afternoon. Glad to hear Jackie's slowly getting there. Much appreciated. That's really good, James. That's really, really good. Lots and lots of love to Jackie for myself and Claire. So yeah, fingers crossed, everything is going to be good. Marcus Dowie, see you later, Jenko. Got to go for my teas. Yep, no problem at all. Go and have some food, Marcus. Enjoy your evening, matey. Robert Mustard, looking forward to the vlog of the weekend, Jenko. Absolutely love them. Thank you, Robert. Much appreciated. Jonathan 4897, hey man, I'm gonna get a shout out for my mate Todd. So Jonathan's mate Todd, good evening. Stephen Moore, hello Matt, and you may have already been asked this question, but where are we tonight? I'm in Runcorn, mate. I know the only thing with a live, isn't it, is when people jumping in different times. Yes, I'm in Runcorn. I got here at 4:10, hoping to head back to Wales. But unfortunately, the place I'm loading, they stopped loading the bags at 3:30 in the afternoon. So it was an early park up for me. Stephen Wall, hello Matt, you may have already been, hello Bud from North Yorkshire, so Giraffe, good evening mate. Neil says you look so happy with Ferryman's. I am, mate. I'm very, very happy with Ferryman's. I haven't been so happy for a long time. I'm really loving this job. The company is great. The people that work here are brilliant. The office staff are fantastic. They treat you like a human being, which is what I say going back to Keedwells with the office staff and whatever. You're not just a registration number. So yeah, far, 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 far better. That's all I'm going to say. Chris Murray, yes, another Moyles listener. Oh yeah, love Chris Moyles. I think he's fab. Really, really good. Dexter Gord, hello from lockdown northeast. Good evening, Dexter. Yes, Wales have just come out of lockdown and you've just gone into it, unfortunately. QPR forever. You and Kev are one of my favourite YouTubers. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. I'm sure Kev will appreciate that as well. Carl Yardley, wish Claire all the best for a class 2. I certainly will, mate. No problem at all. Will Dunford, would I drive for an F1 team? Nope. Yeah, way too many times. Dean Roberts, hello Mr. Jenko. Good evening, Dean. How are we? Trucker Taz, where is the usual places you go and deliver? Got quite a few regular drops here. A lot of it is in sort of Leicester that you've seen on the vlogs. I got the Perth one, that's quite regular. I think they do that twice a week. Trying to think what others now. Obviously they've taken on the new contract with the brewery. I don't know how long that's going to last. There's all regular drops with that one. I worked on it for the week before last. So yeah, there's quite a few regular places that we go to. So global player, try LBC, Steve Allen, both Moyles and Allen from Leicester Square. Give that a go. Thank you, John. Much appreciated. Chris Wood, is container work the best? Container work is okay if you don't mind hanging around. There's a lot of hanging around with container work. It could take them 4 or 5 hours to empty a container at some point, and you're sat in the truck waiting for them to empty it. So it all depends on whether you mind hanging around. It's work itself is easy. It's just the boredom. I wasn't too bad, mainly because I had something to watch. I've always got my iPad, or I've got my telly, or I've always got something to watch. But yeah, all depends on the boredom. If you get bored easily, then no, container work's not for you, mate. Do I come to Derbyshire, Michael Swift? Yes, every now and again, mate. We do. Mark Tyler, I'll be happy to get back driving as owner driver, no work, no money. I can imagine, mate. Yeah. Matt is good with the microwave for that heat. Matt, is it good with the microwave? Oh, the microwave's absolutely brilliant. I love the microwave. I wish I'd had one years ago. Yeah, I got food in my fridge. Let's see if I can pull them out now. Claire makes me them every week. She prepares them for me on a Sunday. There's one. There's that one there. It is meatballs, bacon, mushrooms, pasta, and meatball sauce. Really, really nice. That's done in the microwave. I've also got a carbonara in there with tagliatelle and chicken and bacon as well, so it's all good. Excuse me. Devonian trucker, I was shocked when I had to buy a fridge for my Keedwell lorry. I know. I was lucky. I had a fridge in the last one I had, but it's only the newer ones, the 69 plates with Keedwells, that have got fridges. Yeah, I've still got my my portable fridge from when I was with Keedwells. Nigel Starrup, I must go now. Got to get ready for nights, as you keep safe and declare to on you. Yep. See you next week, Nigel. Yep, Nigel. Very good evening to you, mate. Thank you very much for watching, and be safe. Back fast and weed. What's happened to Trucker J? Not heard from him in a while. Yeah, he's having a little sabbatical, I suppose, for a better word. He's still around. We talk to him every day. He will be back soon. He's got footage there. He's just going to get round to editing it, so it shouldn't be too long. Eamon Blake, Jenko, love your vlogs. Keeps me smiling. Keep the good work. Oh, I'm glad I can make someone smile. Not the only one I do, but you know. Could I have a shout out in your next video, please? So Adam Selfridge, there you are. There's a shout out, mate. Don't flatten your battery with all them lights on. No, batteries are fine. Be good. As for Mark, don't flatten your battery. Yeah, they'll be all right. No problem at all. Lee, going to say good night. Yeah, good night, Lee. All the best, mate. Keep safe. Trucker Taz, I'm always Midlands and Yorkshire, but haven't seen you yet. I'm always about, mate. Just keep an eye out for me. Go to the Devon Truck Show weekend next year. Would you and the others consider doing an appearance at it if asked? We'd love to go to Peter, but I work weekends, so can't get time off. ESP, bank holidays, etc. Yeah, more than likely. We were going to be doing the Wessex Truck Show this year. We were invited to that, to do the Wessex Truck Show. But obviously it all got cancelled. We got invited to Peterborough. I know that went ahead, but we all declined on that one for health and safety reasons, basically. Because obviously with the meet and greets, you can't really do meet and greets from like 50 feet away, can you? So no, so that's why we declined on that one. But hopefully things will change next year, and we'll get back up to it and start doing the truck shows again. That'd be really nice. Any plans to get coffee on the clay in the supermarket? Sounds really nice, and maybe could make you all a fortune. No, not at all. But good idea though, Colin. Would you ever like to buy your own truck? If you did, what type of haulage would you do? No, never thought about buying my own truck, mainly because it's too much hassle. There's so many overheads and everything else with it. I don't think I could. I gotta be honest. But if I did, it'd probably be on general or fridge work. It would be nice. And my mate Gavin always says this to me. It would be nice to drive a fridge and go down to Valencia, pick up some oranges and bring them back or whatever else. That sort of thing would be really nice. Do they do any deliveries to the continent? I think they used to. I think Ferryman's used to do continental work, but I don't think they do anymore. Denise Betsworth, good evening, Jenko. Good evening to you, Denise. James Chorley, it's nice to have your own truck. Well, what do you mean, my own truck as in company truck? Then yeah, it is great. No one else drives it. It's great. Ian Quantrill, hi, good evening. Do you still use your slow cooker? No, I don't use the slow cooker anymore, but I still have it in the truck just in case. I've always got it with me. It's a cracking bit of kit. Jenko, love your blogs. Been driving class 2 for 33 years. Wish I could reverse an Arctic like you. I'm getting worse at it, I gotta be honest. If you've watched the last couple of my vlogs, my reversing is getting terrible. Unbelievable. Jay posted tonight, I think. Tim O'Sullivan, hi Jenko. Hello from County Cork in Ireland. Love the vlogs. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. Right, Denise Betsworth. Hi, Trucker Jenko. I'm Anthony O'Connor from Swansea. He's obviously a partner. What you done with the food log? What you done with the food logic? Is it retired, mate? Food logic. I don't know what that means. Sorry. Let's have a look. What route do you prefer to do break up the week? Have a good day. I don't mind. Whatever route is whatever route. I don't really mind. I'll just get behind the wheel and drive. At the end of the day, I'm sat behind the wheel. Doesn't matter where I'm going. I do like going to Scotland. I got to be honest. I do like a Scotland run. I love the scenery, as you know from previous vlogs. You know I love the run up to Scotland. It's absolutely beautiful up there. Eamon Blake, who's your furry friend? I think you mean the dog behind me. He hasn't got a name as yet, but a few people have mentioned I should call him Toodles. So you never know. He may end up being Toodles. One of my subscribers, I think it was Mark, I do apologize, I think I've forgotten his name again, gave him to me in Peterborough Truck Fest last year. When you're, Rob C, when you're on 9 hours off, do you still leave your card in or do you take it out? No, I leave it in. If I'm in the truck, leave the card in. It goes on break. The only time it comes out is when I'm out of the truck. So once I'm out the truck, the card comes out with me. So then I can do a manual entry then the next morning when I get back in. But if I'm in the truck overnight, then the card stays in. It stays on break, and don't have to do the manual entry. Then it's all good. Have you tried mango Pepsi and pineapple Pepsi? I don't do pop. I don't drink pop, unfortunately. Doesn't do anything good for me. John Martin, is Jay still with Maxi? Yes, he's still with Maxi. Still working with Maxi. He's doing okay with them. Do you get Cornwall Way as far as Penzance, for example? That's from Stevie Viali. No, I haven't gone down south at all since I've been with Ferrymans. It's all been sort of northeast. Derek Fian, Dublin trucker, parked up on an overnight. Great vlogs. Thank you very much, Derek. Much appreciated, mate. Stu Mace, I'm an owner driver with a van, and that's bad enough. Never mind a truck. Yeah, exactly. And when you only get half a day like today, and you get you've only got 111 deliveries to do and 18 collections, you know, where's the money in that, mate? You know what I mean? Murray Wood has signed up as one of your subbies a while back. Murray Wood, enjoy your vlogs, keep them coming. Could you have a word with Alan Wynne Jones? So gutted that Wales has got off the boil. Again, I don't follow rugby either. Sorry, I know I'm a Welshman, but I shouldn't really say that, should I? I get myself in trouble for that. Katie Mace, did your new flip-flops arrive? I didn't order flip-flops. I've actually bought myself a pair of steel toe cap. Well, what they called? They're not clogs, but they're leather. They're like shoes, but without backs to them. So they're easy to get on and off. I've still got my boots, but I've also got now they're just easier to get up. I'll show you now. If I can reach down. Oh, hang on a minute. I can have to get up now. Oh. That's what I bought. They're really, really good. Steel toe cap, so I've got full protection, but I've also got my boots as well if I do need my boots. But it's just easy to get in and out of the truck. And I've just covered myself in mud now with those. Thank you, Katie. So, yeah. That's what I've got. So I hope that answers your question, Katie. Hi, Jenko's Fairman, going to give you the nice new blue unit. No, It's not new, believe it or not. It's the same age as this truck. It's just in blue. It's a beautiful colour blue, though. Gotta be honest. Let's have a look. 50 next year, thinking of completing career change and becoming an HGV driver. Good idea or not? Why not? Never too old. That's what I say. You're never too old to learn to drive a truck. Don't let that put you off, buddy. I'd crack on with that if I were you. That's Ricky Fault. Hi, Jenko. Like watching all your vlogs. You're awesome. Thank you, Ashley. Much appreciated. What happened to Jay? Nothing's happened to Jay. He's still about. He's just having a bit of a sabbatical. Which truck do you like the best, DAF or Mercedes? As I said earlier on, the DAF, but I do miss the mirror cam from the Merc. John Hamlin, yes sir, no rugby, let's see if they can let you back in. Yeah, they probably won't now. They look out from registration, so get out, go on. James Matt, hi Matt, in my late stepfather drove from 1960s till 1996 and he drove Sedans, Leylands, Guys, Fodens, DAFs and ERFs. I tell you what, the ERFs, especially the EC classes with the twin splitters, oof, they were the box and a half, they were. You like them? What make are they? Believe it or not, I got them from Amazon. Don't know what make they are, but I've just got them from Amazon. £24. Brilliant. Job done. Please shout a happy birthday to my wife Sarah. She's always out looking for you in her Phil Anslow bus. Ah, right, okay. So happy birthday, Sarah Barrow. Hope you've had a great day. If it is your birthday today, very happy birthday. Many happy returns. Deeply Patriotic, just subscribe. Great content. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Deeply Patriotic. Much appreciated. That's another subscriber I've got. Hi, Jenko. Give the Grassman a watch. They have a brilliant review on the new Volvo. Stay safe. Okay, I'll have a look at that. Thank you very much. Connor Buddy 123 Wilson. Hi, Jenko. We have been. Where have you been today? And what have you doing on the? What have you on the trail at the moment? I've got glider engines on the back. So in other words, nothing. I'm collecting in the morning, and I've had a load of air filters on today for trucks. So I've been up to Dennis's, and then over to DAF's this afternoon. Trucker Towers, talk about mirror cams. Do you think the other lorry makes will put them on their trucks? I think DAF have done it. I think DAF have put mirror cam on their trucks. Not 100% sure, but I'm sure I saw a DAF with a mirror cam, or was that an MAN? But I have seen them on other trucks. I can't remember which one it was now. Talk about me. Thank you so much, Jenko, me today. No problem at all, Stephen. No problem whatsoever. Again, very happy birthday. Matt, the pal of mine was parked up on the A66 last night and woke up this morning to find damaged fuel cap. Stay alert. Yeah, I know. A lot of that going about at the moment. There's a few places I've been told that are a bit rife for the old fuel theft. So just gotta be careful where you park. That's the one thing about ferrymen's is they will pay for parking. So the majority of the time I'm not in a lay-by, so it's pretty good. So there's certain services I don't park in because I know there's either fuel theft or curtains getting cut. So it's just getting to know the ones where you can park and where you can't really. So. Barry Lomas. Hi Jenkins. I think he means Jenko. Hi Jenko, can you give an ex-driver a shout out? Barry Lomas. Very good evening, buddy. Hope you're well. Mark Tyler, when my Volvo blew up, I had an ERF EC14 on loan. Oh, the EC14 wasn't too bad because I didn't have the twin splitter. One like the EC11, but the EC14 was a nice truck. Hey Matt, where'd you keep your boots when you're driving as you don't want them in the cab? They're on my top step. That's why I just got out to get them now. They're actually on my top step, and my boots themselves are in my side locker. Colin Harradine, is there any delivery points with ferrymen that you dislike going to due to tight loading bays? Gargrave seems very tight, and the one at Thermo Fisher you done last week seems a challenge. Yeah, I've had a few comments on that one from Thermo Fisher, the one I did in, was it Leicester? Yeah, I think it was Leicester. What they're saying, why don't you reverse in off the road? Mainly because the company don't like you doing it. Not this company, the company you're delivering to. They don't want you blocking the road up, so you have to drive in and then reverse in the car park itself. That's the reason why I reversed while I was in the car park and didn't reverse from the main road. And the one up in Gargrave is okay. It's not difficult. It's just tight because you got to get into you got the 2 bars for your back wheels, and to get close to the bars, you're really close to the trailer next to you on the left hand side, and then you got the wall on the other side. So it's not difficult. It's just a little bit tight towards the trailer. So you've got to make sure you get it right first time. Alistair, good night from Barbados. Oh, good night, Alistair. Hope you enjoyed the what we got now. Hour and 25 minutes. I'm gonna have to go in a minute, I think. Would you ever drive a Peterbilt American truck if given the chance? I'd love to. Absolutely love to. Grub time for me, Murray Wood, and then bed. I'm up at 3 a.m. to deliver here in the southeast. Good night. Good night, Murray. Thank you very much for watching, mate. Much appreciated. Wish I had 3 steps of a small class truck at has. Do I like pizza? Yes, I love pizza. One of my fallbacks, I'm afraid. I do like a pizza, hence all the weight I'm putting on. Hi Matt, have you ever done any loads to Ireland? Only once I did a load to Ireland, and I was over there for a week. So when I first started driving lorries, I was doing a 7.5 tonner, and I was driving for a company called West One. Owner was Jason Hamer, and I did a load of shop deliveries over in Ireland for a week and stayed in hotels. So yeah, I've been over there once. Can you ever remember a truck company called SS Van Lines, Rickaby and Lee, Bradford? My dad started their thing. No, I'm afraid I don't. Saw a car with the reverse sensor. What do you think about them? Seemed from about 10 yards away too close. Saw a car. Well, heard a reverse sensor. What do you think about them? Sorry, mate, I don't understand that one. Do apologise. Tom the Trucker finally passed my class 2. Well, congratulations, Tom the Trucker. Well done on passing your class 2. Fantastic. Hannah's World. I'd go on back. You still? Yeah, I'm still alive. Yeah, she had to go, but she's back. Yeah, I'm still here. Hour and 25 minutes later. I will be going in a minute though, because I gotta have my tea. Morgan Moore, hi Martin. Are the wages good as a class 1 driver? The wages are pretty good, but there's also a lot of hours involved as well. I mean, I average anywhere between 62, 68 hours a week. So there is a lot of hours involved. I mean, not last week, week before, or was it last week? Week before, when I was out on the Saturday. I actually did 72 hours that week. It's a lot of hours. It's a lot of hours. The money is good. Averages around about £10–11 for general an hour. So I'm paid monthly now. I used to be paid weekly when I was with Keelwells, but now paid monthly. But yeah, money's good if you don't mind doing the hours. That's why the money is good, because you're doing a lot more hours. You're not doing. It's not a basic 38, 39 hour week you're doing. You're doing a lot more, and that's why the money's so good. I mean, if you put it into perspective of doing a 40-hour week with £10 an hour, it's not that good, really. It's just a chance that you got to do the extra hours. Signature maintenance. Hope you've had a good day. I've had a cracking day, thank you, mate. Had a really good day today, thank you. John Nutman, 144 likes now. Wow, please may I have a shout out, John Nutman. Very good evening to you, mate. Dexter Gord, say hello to Ned Kelly. I know he watches your videos, mate. Yeah, no, I know Ned watches my video. He also likes a few bits of my music as well, because he's big into his country western music as well. So Ned, if you are watching, very good evening, sir. Hope you're well. Trucker Tires, where you located, mate? At the moment, I'm in Runcorn. Ashley Sanders, I gotta go, Jenko, off to work. Have a good night. Have a very good evening, mate. Enjoy work. And I won't be thinking about you. Beer Badger, hey Martin, long time viewer. Have you an experience of the 4 on 4 off shift? Not with trucks, no. I don't want to do 4 on 4 off. No, not for me. Thank you very much. Okay, from a distance about 10 yards, the sensors seem to give a clearance of 2. Seem to work. Right, okay. Big Joe's back. Jenko, I used to go the hub at Minworth. Sometimes you go there. Hated that place, especially the smell from in the air. Treatment centre by it. It's rife and makes your eyes water. Every time I've been there, it's been okay so far. couple of times I've been there, and it's I've had to wait a little time before getting actually in there to load, but it hasn't been too bad so far. William Donahue, before you started voting on vlogging on YouTube, who did you watch on YouTube yourself? I say I didn't do a lot of stuff on YouTube before I started lorry driving. I did a lot of the stuff I used to watch was the radio control stuff with the helicopters and the airplanes, which is what I do. It's one of my hobbies. I haven't done it for a while now, but I got helicopters and planes in the house that I haven't had a chance to use. But yes, when I first started watching for the lorry side of things, that's when I found Luke. Luke had not long passed his test, I don't think. He was on class 2, or he had, but I started watching him from the beginning. So he just done his class 2 and he was on his tippers and that sort of thing. And then I started watching Kev and Jay, and then I came across Scott. So yeah, did it that way. We got you now. Tom the Trucker, hopefully, but because of COVID, I can't do my CBC mod 2. Yeah, well, that's the problem that Claire had as well with the mod 2. She couldn't do hers, so that's why she got it next Friday, or this Friday coming. So a lot of trucks near me with Framptons and the quarry and the quarry lorries can't do truck license as could pass the medical after and looked after my mum for 10 years. Yeah, it's a shame that. Gotta go, man. Have a good night, Morgan Moore. Thank you very much for watching, Morgan. Much appreciated, mate. Have a very good evening. James Marriott, hi Matt and Jackie's late father used to have his own truck company called B&B Transport of Swansea. I remember B&B. Sure I do. That name rings a bell. Do pallet line, you get the experience moving the truck and all. I was talking to obviously the guy who's just passed his test. I have to look into. Thanks for the suggestion. John Upman, thanks, Trucker Jenko Upman. Keep on trucking. No problem at all, John. Nick Jackson, hi Jenko, I've been watching you since day one, mate. Thanks for all the great content. Fellow class 1 driver myself. Hope to see you out on the roads one day. Fingers crossed, mate. Thank you very much, Nick. Much appreciated for you watching me since day one. And believe it or not, it's coming up 2 years, or just over 2 years I've been doing it now. Where's the time gone? Absolutely flown by. If you weren't driving trucks, what do you think you'd do otherwise? Ooh, blimey. If I wasn't driving trucks, probably coaches. I would say if I wasn't driving trucks, I'd probably drive a coach. But it's always been a thing of mine as well. I've always wanted my own model shop. I know it's a bit daft, because I love doing my models. I love doing my radio control. I'd love to have my own shop. I think if I ever won the lottery, that's what I'd do. I'd buy my own shop and do that. Ever made a complete hash of a reverse in front of main public place? I done it yesterday, not once but twice. Just one of those days. Yeah, we've all done it, mate. Yeah, many times, many times, and it's so embarrassing. But just get on with it, don't you? Yeah, and then make the excuses afterwards. You love flying etchings. Have you got your own flying license? I've got a radio control license. Which is what I fly. I fly radio controlled helicopters and planes. But no, I haven't got a proper pilot. I've actually had a couple of helicopter lessons, which I absolutely loved. I just couldn't afford to carry on with it. It's way too expensive. Neil, gotta go now, mate. Have a good night. Looking forward to your next vlog. Keep safe. Thank you very much, Neil, for sticking with us. I know this has been a long hour and 33. I'm gonna have to go now. Hi Jenko, been watching you and the other boys for a long time. Stay safe, love the videos. I miss home. I'm from Ogmore Vale, but I live in Wigan now. Happy days, Reese. You got a good old Welsh name as well, Reese. Fantastic. Jenko's model shop. Yes, John. Yeah, that would be right. Yes, Kevin Whitelaw asks if I have a drone. Yes, I do. I have a Bebop. I got a Parrot Bebop 2. It's actually up on the top bunk. So I do have a drone, yes. Just a random question, but how long does it take average to get used to reversing a truck in the dark? It's my biggest concern. In the dark, I think I still struggle in the dark now. No, one day it'll click. You get to a certain point and it just clicks. So you know it'll just come. Stu Gill, Bodida, Jenko, bedtime for me. Very good night, Stu Gill. Be safe. Don't let the bad bugs bite. Jackie's father was called John Bellamy. No, that name doesn't ring a bell. James, but B&B, that rings a bell, that does. Hannah's World, where did you get the dog Teddy from? Love it, so cute. It was given to me by a subscriber in Peterborough last year in Truck Fest. My hubby Chris says hi, how are you doing? He's just getting home from his rest days. Met you in Chepstow a couple of weeks ago. Oh yes, Marilyn Train, yes. And you met your hubby Chris. He came over and said hello to me. He packed up for the night, didn't he? And he came across to say hello. Very good evening, Chris, and a good evening, Marilyn, to you as well. QPR forever. Good night, Jenko. Enjoy your dinner. I will. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for watching. QPR forever. Much appreciated. Trucker tires, just practice, mate. You will get used to the size of your truck. That's definite. Oh, what else we got here? When you next in Scotland? That's from Penny Mason 50. Hopefully next week. I'm hoping to be up Monday. I was told I could possibly be going up Monday, so who knows. Anyway, I think I've been waffling on for long enough. Hour and 35 minutes. Wow. Bottom bunk. I always sleep on the bottom bunk. That's from Alan Hargreaves. I don't sleep on the top bunk. That's just for storage. All my junk's up there. Got a question, Jenko. What type of equipment do you need for a full week's worth of tramping? Basics, basically. Basically. Kettle, stove, which I've got by there. As you can see, there's a kettle. Little flat stove, little camping stove. If you haven't got a built-in fridge, a fridge. Obviously your clothes. Television, maybe, or an iPad. I use my iPad most of the time. Just little comforts that'll keep you going for the week. That's basically it. Your food, and a way of cooking it, basically. Like I'm lucky at the moment. I've got the microwave, but I have still got my my warmer in the drawer if I do need it, if the microwave does break down. James and Jackie, good night. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and Jackie, speedy recovery, my lovely. Good night. I've enjoyed the last hour and a half from Tom Robinson. Thank you, Tom. Much appreciated, mate. Glad you've enjoyed it. Mark Tyler, next time you're in Ross, I'll pop down and say hi. Excellent, Mark. Fantastic. Hans Rune, nice live. Bye, all. Good night, Hans. Much appreciated. Robert Mustard, night, Jenko. Be safe, be good. See you in the next vlog. You will. Whatever you're doing, be safe, be good. I'll see you in the next one. Right, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. I've still got 225 in the house. It's been an hour and 37 minutes of absolute pleasure talking to you. So, whatever you're doing, guys, I don't know how I'm going to shut this off yet, but let's say this is all a new thing to me, Tim. But whatever you're doing, guys, be safe, be good, and I'll catch you all on the weekend, probably, with my vlog. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Cheers, guys. Good night. Turn it off now.